There are times when you want to skip everything else and just get some of God's wrath on your enemies. You've probably tried to be peaceable to them already. You may have even asked them to stop hurting you. If they just won't, call down God's wrath. This is the end of the 1,000 years tribulation, and the forces of darkness are out there, using hypnosis, deceit, and coercion to keep us from obeying God. Decide right now to keep God's laws. And decide your enemies have to be measured with the measure they meted. In other words, what goes around, comes around. Do this ritual daily, if needed, and insist that God's laws will call down punishment on your enemies. It is about God's will, not yours, and He upholds the oppressed. He is a just God, and will destroy the wicked. Look at the sigil. Remember what your enemy has done to you. Say, God of justice, God of Israel, arise. God of justice, God of Israel, arise. God of justice, God of Israel, arise. Now think, Lord, you are a God of justice, the one and only true God, and you will take vengeance on the wicked. It shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment, than for the enemy. In Sodom and Gomorrah, the wicked cities burned, and the country was as the smoke of a furnace. Lord, rain fire and brimstone from heaven, and destroy all my enemies. Lord, you will certainly wreak vengeance upon the criminals. Taste the torment of the fire, enemies. You will receive a painful punishment. It shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment, than for the enemy. Drown in the sea. It shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment, than for the enemy. Drown in the sea. It shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment, than for the enemy. Drown in the sea. The ritual is complete.
This is April Schulthies. Native America is a covenant land, given by the Lord to His covenant people for a perpetual possession, but Native America was invaded by Rome, and Rome is ruthless. Genocide is going on today. This is Rome, and Rome wants you to die in the arena. My 2 brothers are dead and my niece is dead, and they came after me, too. Rome is into conquest, killing, and genocide. The forgotten genocide of Native Americans on the American continent was not forgotten by God. Was not forgotten by God. This is April Schulthies. Did you know that statistics show that a higher number of deaths from COVID impacted groups who have suffered genocide? Statistics show COVID is targeting specific groups deemed undesirable in the past, groups that were subjected to extermination efforts, enslavement, and genocide, groups like Jews, Africans, and Native Americans, groups like the young and the elderly, is covered in other genocide. Research it yourself and come to your own conclusions. This is Rome. Rome is into conquest and killing. Rome invaded Europe and came to Native America, where it continued its practices of enslavement, assimilation, and genocide. The forgotten genocide of Native Americans on this continent was not forgotten by God. Was not forgotten by God. The scriptures say, "The Lord is the most gracious, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly, and save us, and help us, O great God of eternity." This is April Schulthies, and I hate Rome. Rome is still here. Rome crucified Christ and created Christianity to cover up the genocide of Jews, Africans, Muslims, Russians, Irish, Celts, Japanese, Chinese, Aborigines, Vietnamese, Koreans, Hmong, Hawaiians, Eskimos, Native Americans, and more. Mexicans are dying on the border every day. Cast Rome out. This is the end of the 1,000 years tribulation. Psychic predators are using hypnosis and the science of the mind to control and manipulate you. The Bible calls them demons. This is April Schulthies, and I am not happy, and will not be happy, until every demon is removed from the earth. Lucifer and his minions must be cast into the lake of hellfire and brimstone that ascends forever and ever. I pray daily for the Lord to destroy the destroyers. This is April Schulthies. In the book, The Seventh Sense, The Secrets of Remote Viewing as Told by a Psychic Spy for the U.S. Military, by Lynn Buchanan, the author admits that the CIA was using controlled remote viewing, acronym CRV, on targets. CRV makes it possible for them to see and know what targets are doing from a distance, and even control a target's thoughts and actions. When caught, the CIA claimed it declassified and discontinued the program, but it really just changed the name from Centerlane to Sunstreak and continued operations in secret. The military is using the science of the mind against you. You are not free in America. This is Rome. You are not safe.